We've all heard the exact same myth for the last 20 years. Toriyama wanted Gohan to take over the franchise after the Cell games, but Japanese fans hated him, so Goku had to come back. It's the ultimate Dragon Ball fact, right? It's in every comment section, every TikTok debate, and every trivia video on your feed. There is just one tiny problem with that story. It is completely made up. The real reason Gohan got benched during the Buu Saga has absolutely nothing to do with fan backlash, angry letters, or low popularity polls. In fact, back in the 90s, Gohan was consistently voted the most popular character in Japan. So what actually happened? Why did the strongest character in the universe get turned into a guy who struggles to put on a superhero costume? Let's talk about the creative crisis that almost broke Dragon Ball. First, let's kill this rumor once and for all. If you think the fans forced Toriyama's hand, you don't know Akira Toriyama. The man literally chose Android 17 and 18's designs because his editor told him his previous villains looked like an old man and a clown. He didn't care about pleasing the crowds. He cared about what was fun to draw. And the idea that Gohan wasn't popular? Completely false. During the Cell games, Shonen Jump ran character popularity polls. Gohan took the #1 spot, beating Goku. So if the fans loved him and the stage was perfectly set for him to be the main character, why did it feel so incredibly awkward the second the Buu Saga started? Because Toriyama realized a fundamental truth about Dragon Ball. Gohan is an amazing climax character, but he is a terrible protagonist. Think about what makes Dragon Ball work. It's driven by a very specific type of engine, Goku's obsession with getting stronger. Goku doesn't fight to save the world. He fights because he wants to push his limits. If a giant purple god of destruction threatens to blow up Earth, Goku's first thought is, "Awesome, I wonder how hard he hits." Gohan wants to be a scholar. He hates fighting. When Toriyama tried to write the story around Gohan as the main guy, the entire pacing of the show ground to a halt. To get Gohan into a fight, you have to create a massive tragedy, kidnap his friends, or threaten his family. You have to force him to participate. Toriyama openly admitted this later in an interview. He said, and I quote, "I intended to put Gohan in the leading role, but compared to Goku, I felt he was ultimately not suited for the part." It wasn't a corporate mandate. It was an author realizing his new main character was too nice to keep a battle shonen alive. So what does Toriyama do? Instead of smoothly transitioning back to Goku, he completely panics. He gives Gohan the ultimate power-up with Ultimate Gohan, makes him look like an absolute god for 2 chapters, and then immediately has him make the exact same arrogant mistake he made against Cell. He gets absorbed. Game over. Pack it up. It felt like a massive slap in the face to Gohan fans. But looking back, it was the only way out. Toriyama had to completely break Gohan's momentum so that Goku and Vegeta could step back into the spotlight with the Potara fusion. The irony is, it took us 30 years to finally get a story where Gohan actually works as the lead, and that's Dragon Ball Superhero. Why? Because they finally leaned into his flaws instead of trying to make him a copy of his dad. Gohan was never meant to be the savior of the franchise. He was meant to be the guy who sits on the bench until the absolute last second, drops a world-shattering performance, and goes right back to his books. And honestly, that's probably exactly how Gohan wanted it anyway. But hey, let me know down below. Do you think the Buu Saga would have been better if Goku stayed dead and Gohan actually got to defeat Super Buu? Or did Toriyama make the right call pulling the plug? Drop your thoughts, hit that sub button if you love real DBZ lore, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.